guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we will talk about how you can become a data engineer. In my previous video about data engineering, I am talking about what is data engineering and what sort of work you can expect from being a data engineer. So make sure that you check it out. If you are interested in becoming a data engineer, this video is perfect for you. I will show you what you should learn in order to become one. First question I think a lot of people would ask is, do you need a degree to become a data engineer? Data engineering is a very fast evolving field, and currently there isn't a university curriculum that would actually fit data engineering perfectly. Nonetheless, it is easier if you do have a degree, especially a STEM degree. If you have a computer science degree or software engineering degree, it might be easier for you. However, it is not a necessity and you could become one without a degree. And here's how. First thing you need to do is you need to learn SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. SQL or SQL, whatever you want to call it, is used to work with relational databases. It has been around for a really long time and it has shown its resiliency. If you look at the job ads for data engineering, SQL will be in 2/3 of all the job ads. And that just shows you how popular it is. That's why I think it's one of the key skills of data engineer. By knowing SQL, you will be able to create tables, to access them, to query the data. You will also be able to create new tables, update, delete, insert values into databases. I would highly recommend checking out dbeaver and Postgres as it's free if you want to work with databases. And here are some of other resources that I could recommend. My first SQL recommendation is this course, which is free on Udemy. It is Introduction to Databases and SQL Querying. Highly recommended. It's quite short as well. Second would be this Coursera course, which is fantastic. You can see the curriculum here. Definitely you will learn a lot, and it's great because it's also free and you can purchase a certificate at the end of it. And it's also actually available for financial aid. And my third recommendation is this Udemy, which is from beginner to expert. I know that you will have to pay for this one, but if you're very serious, I think it might be worth it. And it's actually on sale, so always look for some kind of discount on Udemy. Don't ever buy full price. Second thing I would recommend you to learn is Python. Python is a very popular language and it has a lot of libraries that you could use for data engineering pipelines. One of the libraries that I would highly recommend is Pandas. In Pandas, you can create a data frame and manipulate data within it. This library is very popular in the data engineering field. Here are some Python resources that I can recommend. For Python, this is by far the most beginner-friendly course I have ever come across. I highly recommend this. I personally also have taken this one, so you can take it from experience, and you can also purchase a certificate at the end of it. Once you have some experience with SQL and Python, I would highly recommend creating your own ETL pipeline. I think the best way to learn is by doing, so I would highly recommend doing your own ETL projects. You can use some API, manipulate the data and visualize it in, for example, Tableau or Power BI. There are a lot of APIs that you could use for your projects, and I will list some down below. Once you completed some of the projects, I would highly recommend getting familiar with cloud computing platforms. For example, AWS. AWS is the most popular one. However, make sure to check the job ads in your area. This is a great AWS course on Coursera. Highly recommended. It's actually also offered by AWS. If you want to purchase something that is specific for the certifications that they have, this is a great pick. You can see it has amazing reviews and a lot of people have undertaken this course, so I also recommend this one. Create a free account with AWS and get familiar with the platform. This is a great opportunity for you to play around with it. Now that you know SQL, Python, and you're comfortable with AWS or any other cloud platform, a bonus skill would be Spark, which is very popular with big data. Spark is a unified analytics engine for big data processing with built-in modules for streaming, SQL, machine learning, and graph processing. As a data engineer, you will also have to do some stuff in the command line, so I highly recommend getting familiar with Linux. This is a great course on Coursera. Udemy also has some free options, which I will link down below. Remember to always showcase your projects on GitHub so your future employers can see what type of data and projects you have done. Now, if you are a fresh graduate, you've done your research and you know that data engineering is the career path that you want to undertake, here are some options for you. First thing, there are technology graduate schemes. Now, it might not be specifically data engineering. However, I feel like with grad schemes, it is quite easy to move around from one team to another. So once you get on your placement, you can always ask if there are any data engineering opportunities. These grad schemes are very focused on graduate development. Therefore, I think you should be able to find a good opportunity. A good thing about these grad schemes is that you don't need a lot of experience in data engineering, and the companies are ready to train you and focus on your development as a data engineer. Most big companies will have technology grad schemes. Second approach that you can take is through consultancies, more specifically data or technology consultancies. In this case, you won't need any experience either. These consultancies are ready to train you and put you on a client placement for a fixed amount of time, for example, 2 years. And yes, they will pay for your training. However, it's not all pink and roses. When you join such consultancy, you are tied with a contract, which means that you can't leave for that fixed amount of time. If you do break your contract, you will have to pay back the training cost, which is a lot of money. So please make sure that data engineering is something you definitely want to go into, because once you sign that contract, there is no going back. Or there is, but you will have to pay a lot for it. Now, if you do have some experience in data engineering, you've done a few projects, you do have your GitHub page, then you can think of junior data engineering positions. For these, you will definitely be required to have some data engineering experience, so make sure you completed some data engineering projects before you apply. I know that bootcamps are very popular with software engineering. However, I haven't really seen any bootcamps specifically designed for data engineering. If you do know some, please let me know down below. If you do find a data engineering bootcamp, make sure that you read the reviews, contact some of the people that have gone through it to make sure that it is legit. And second thing that you need to do is be sure that that is definitely something that you want to do, because these bootcamps tend to be very expensive. I hope this video helped you understand how you can become a data engineer. Please let me know in the comments down below, where are you in your journey to becoming a data engineer? Hey, before you go, subscribe to my channel to join me on a journey to financial independence and lifelong learning. Thanks guys!